In this video, we will talk about GoGuardian Scenes. So if we're in our GoGuardian, and hopefully watch the last GoGuardian about how to get there and how to bookmark GoGuardian. Once you're in the GoGuardian, this is the landing page. Then you can go to the Scenes tab. In the Scenes tab, I have multiple scenes set up. However, this is how you would set up your first scene. Click Add Scene and give the scene a name. You can also give it a description if you need to remember what the scene is. Now, there are two modes. In allow mode, all websites will be allowed. Everything is allowed except for ones you would like to block. If you switch to the block mode, everything will be blocked. Every website, they will not be able to do anything except for the websites that you put in allow. I would suggest for the distance learning, we keep it to allow mode. In the block sites, enter the URL of sites you would not want your students to visit, such as facebook.com, and then click Add Site. If you're unsure of the URL for the website, simply go to that URL. So maybe we're blocking Pandora. And then up here in the Omni box, the URL box, highlight the URL and take it back to the scene and paste. Oh, you've got to copy it, sorry. Copy it and then take it back and paste it into the box and then click Add Site. You will want the basic URL. So if you're in Wikipedia, let's see, Wikipedia on George Washington. Let's say we're here and we're trying to block the entire Wikipedia site. I don't know why you would do this, but this is just an example. You don't want the whole web address because that's just going to block this. What you'll want is just from the wik.org over and then copy and paste that. So the basic URL, not all the extra stuff that comes with it. Now, further down on that page, you have other options. You can set tabs that will automatically open at the beginning of your session. So say you want classroom.google.com to automatically open. Or maybe you want one particular classroom. So let me go to my Google Classrooms. And at the beginning of first period, I want my first period class to open. So I'll copy that URL and apply it here and add, oh, we got to copy it. And then add it here. And then at the beginning of the session, students will be automatically, a new tab will open and your classroom will pop up. You can also set the maximum number of tabs. I would highly suggest you do not do this during the distance learning, because by doing this, if they're working on other classwork with other tabs open and you've limited them to maybe only one or two, it will exit them out of all those other tabs and they might be working on something for another teacher. So I would not limit them at this time, but it is an option when we go back. When you're finished, click Save Scene, and then you can go back to your classrooms. And let's say we want to apply that scene to the practice class. So when I open up the practice class, if I'm manually starting my session, right here, I can put on the example scene and then start the session. Or in my settings, I can choose a default scene that whenever this class starts, that scene will automatically apply and I won't have to remember to manually apply a scene. When you're applied the scene, click Update Class. And that is how you can set up your scenes for GoGuardian.